In ancient times, the severity of the law extended beyond the individual to their entire family, a practice known as the nine-clan extermination. The phrase "one person commits a crime, one person pays" held little meaning. In the face of feudal imperial power, the most brutal form of this punishment was not merely execution, but the complete eradication of a family line. The terror of this practice was such that even if you were thousands of miles away and entirely unaware, simply being related could result in the loss of your life, making you an innocent victim of political struggles. To understand the horror of the nine-clan extermination, one must first grasp who was implicated. The nine clans encompassed a wide network of relatives. 1. The paternal clan, the most lethal, included one's own parents, siblings, children, married sisters and their children, married daughters and their children, and married aunts and their children. This group was thoroughly covered, leaving no one untouched. 2. Kaiu. The maternal clan included the grandparents from the mother's side, the mother's siblings and their children. 3. The spouse's clan included the in-laws from the spouse's side, specifically the parents and their siblings and children. Adding up these relations, a single adult man, along with his direct relatives across 3 generations and the extensive network of married relatives, could easily involve dozens, if not hundreds, of people. This was not merely punishing a few, it was the physical erasure of an entire bloodline network. The execution of the nine-clan extermination was a grim and meticulous process. Before the execution, officials would create detailed records, noting the identity, age, and residence of each relative, leaving no one out, from infants to the elderly. The order of execution was designed to maximize suffering. Typically, the younger relatives were killed first, followed by the older ones. The executioners would start with the criminal's most beloved children, forcing the criminal to watch as their children's heads were severed. Only after this mental torture would the criminal themselves be executed. The scope of those implicated knew no bounds. In ancient times there was no such thing as being unaware. Even if you were a wife sold into marriage or a relative raised in another household, as long as you were considered a family member, you were expected to die. Sometimes, this even extended to household servants and attendants, truly exemplifying the phrase, eradicate the roots. The most famous historical example of this is the case of the nine clans, particularly the case of Fang Xiaoru during the reign of the Yongle Emperor, Zhu Di. Fang Xiaoru was a loyal subject of the Jianwen Emperor. After Zhu Di usurped the throne, he forced Fang to write a proclamation of his ascension. Fang refused and defiantly declared, "Even if you exterminate my 9 clans, what of it?" Zhu Di had initially planned to exterminate the 9 clans, but because of this statement, he exceptionally added the household, servants and attendants. In the end, Fang Xiaoru's 9 clans, along with the household servants and attendants, totaled 873 people who were publicly executed. Thousands more were imprisoned or exiled. The execution ground was a river of blood, a stark portrayal of ancient cruelty. Why was the policy of exterminating the 9 clans so ruthless? Although it seemed inhumane, it was actually a threefold calculation by the court. First, to eradicate the roots, as ancient society valued revenge, the hatred of a family often lasted for generations. Killing everyone eliminated the source of revenge and consolidated rule. Second, to strike fear into the hearts of people. Facing the dire consequence of annihilation, common people and officials dared not easily rebel or act recklessly, achieving absolute deterrence. Third, to confiscate property. With the 9 clans exterminated, their land, houses, and silver all became state property, enriching the national treasury and seizing the financial resources of potential rebels. Under the shadow of the 9 clans, an individual's morality no longer mattered. You were merely a pawn in political maneuvering. The truly chilling aspect was not the number of people killed, but the breaking of fundamental human bonds, parental love, marital harmony, and familial affection. It turned kinship into a deadly burden. To delve deeper into the ancient legal system's financial aspects,